Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Desiree. Today, I just wanted to share something the Lord has laid on my heart, and that's seeking Him. In this season, I have felt uncertainty. I felt unassured of what the Lord was asking me to do. The Lord has felt silent when I needed direction. And so the Lord just revealed to me last night that he may be silent, and it may not feel like he's saying anything, but he is. And there's a difference between feeling and knowing something, right? We may feel like he's silent, but we know that he's not, especially because we can turn to his word, which is alive and active. And speaking of his word, I then remember Proverbs 3 5 through 6, where it says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not unto your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge him." I just love how there are certain translations that use the word trust, or they wait, right? Because when you're trusting in the Lord, you have to rest and wait on him. And so when he feels silent when you're praying for direction or clarity, he's not, right? We just can't lean on our own understanding. We have to remember that he is working, he will provide the answer, but we have to be willing to pay attention to how he may provide the answer or respond. And also waiting. I know waiting is not easy, and learning to wait well is hard. Waiting does not mean that we not do anything. We, don't go about our daily activities, all the things, right? Um, Waiting is we have to actively wait. So that means we continually pray. We continue to seek the Lord until He responds. When He responds is when He responds, because He's sovereign. And so I think about 1 Thessalonians 5, where it talks about pray without ceasing. And so you may hear some pastors or preachers say, don't stifle the spirit, don't quench the spirit, right? So that means continue to pray until the Lord responds. Pray without ceasing. Don't stop praying. Continue to seek Him. I turned 40 last week, and um, in all of this, even just remembering to seek the Lord and waiting for Him to respond, even when He feels silent. I turned 40 last week, and so I'm like, all right, Lord, you still feel silent. I still feel like I don't hear anything from you. And as I was preparing for my day, on my birthday last week, the Lord reminded me of Jeremiah 29:11, and Proverbs 16:1 through 3, and verse 9. And so what I love about Jeremiah 29:11, it says, "For I know the plans I have for you, for a future and a hope, but not to harm you." We always stop at verse 11, but we don't continue to read where it says, he talks about, when you seek me, you will find me. When you pray to me, you'll find me. So it's just the key takeaway thing for me is the key word is seek. So in verse 11, yes, he says he has the plan, right? But in the next verses, it talks about what we have to do actively. It talks about what our responsibility is, right? As the person who wants to know the plan, who wants to be able to be in alignment with the Lord and His will. So we have to seek Him. We have to go after Him, right? And so even in the seeking, again, we have to wait for Him to respond. It's required when seeking the Lord, because He may not always provide the answer, the clarity, or the direction right away. We have to know the Lord does work in the waiting. And so I have three questions that I would like to pose to you as reflections, that you can, just pray about or talk to the Lord about in your own time. And the first question is, are you are you seeking the Lord as you should? Second question, what is the posture of your heart while you are waiting for the Lord to respond? Are you willing, question three, are you willing to endure a season of wrestling while you wait on the Lord to respond? So, my prayer is that in all that I've shared, that you are encouraged. I pray that you are seeking and praying to the Lord, spending time in His Word, and just resting in the fact and to know that he has you, he's faithful, he will respond to you. And even in your prayers, please know that he hears and he sees you. Just pay close attention to when he does respond. And so I just pray that as you seek the Lord, you diligently wait for him to respond and not get discouraged, not grow weary in waiting for him to respond, but actively wait, meaning continue to pray, um, continue to seek him out, continue to spend time in his word. All right. I pray that you all have a blessed day. Bye.